What up, world? Welcome back. I am Dwayne Langham. This is the Ave, Yolo Ave, the road least traveled. And you have just tuned in for another live YouTube broadcast. Rise and grind, people. Hope you're ready for a tremendously terrific Thursday, this September 7th. So you saw the title. Who are our real leaders? This topic's going to speak to the right people. So I want to talk about leadership. What is leadership? What is a leader? Okay, quiet on set. Quiet on set. What is a leader? A lot of times we can get confused about leadership. We can get caught up in the heroics. We can get caught up in who leads the charge. Who's got the most confidence? Who's the most powerful? Who's the strongest? But I invite you to consider and really look in your life and in the life experience that you've had and ask yourself, who really is a leader? What is a leader? Is it the politicians? Is it the people calling the shots? Is it your boss? Team lead? Somebody in management? The executives? What is leadership? I want to get you present to the idea, not the idea, but the fact. Leadership doesn't exactly show up, like a Hollywood movie. I think, honestly, here's an example. Die Hard, right? Funny thing of all to bring up a movie. Live Free and Die Hard, I believe it was. Bruce Willis is saying that he's passing on to the young guy that, you don't choose to be a leader. You don't choose to be the hero. Nobody really wants to be the hero, right? I'm watching, here's another example. I'm watching first episode of Game of Thrones. Yeah, I know I'm behind. I like to let the whole season pass so I can binge watch it. I don't want to be getting the drip, waiting on my next fix next week. I like to watch them all at once. But Jon Snow is on there talking about not really feeling ready to be the king, to be the crown, right? To lead. And that's what leadership is. You see, leaders don't want the acknowledgement. Leaders aren't in it for, to lead, to be at the front of the pack. Not the war hungry, not the ones ready to fight, not the most courageous, not the strongest, bravest. But true leadership shows up in all of us. Mothers are leaders. Fathers are leaders. Big brothers can be leaders. See, leadership is being worthy to be followed. There's a difference in a leader and a dictator. A lot of times nowadays, especially in politics, people appointed to office will take on that, they're the leader. Make us great again, and whatever other phrases that they put out there. But truth be told, they have to be selected. People have to choose to follow leadership. That's a burden. That's a responsibility. A true leader, a good leader. There's no good and bad. But leadership itself is personified as putting others first. Doing things for the greater good, not for yourself. A true leader actually disappears. A true leader is a distinction. See, leadership, you really do, if you get this sense, you have to be worthy of being followed. Because that has to be earned. People have to trust you. People have to respect you. Fear, you might have heard, power comes with either respect or with fear. Well, the fear aspect is to dictatorship. It's not leadership. A true leader is humble. A true leader wants what's best for all, for life to continue, for the situation to get better, even when it comes to their enemies. if there may be at odds with the opposition, misunderstanding, miscommunication between parties, a true leader doesn't rush into battle, to war, to conflict, if it means that there'll be a loss of life, if it means that the negatives outweigh the benefits. Now that's the big broad sense. What I really want to get it down to is a micro level. I really want to get it down to how you can be a leader in your life. You see, leadership, the truth about leadership, nobody else is coming. So really the truth behind this message is that you can be a leader. You see, leadership is taking on that there's something here that I don't like. Not necessarily in a situation, but in the world, in your community, in your environment surrounding you. There's something that you don't care for. Now, leadership is completely opposite of victim, because leaders don't wait for someone else. The biggest bullet to bite about leadership is that while you may not be perfect, you may not be ideal, you may not even be the best candidate, but nobody else is coming. See, that's leadership. Leadership is simply the choice to go and make the difference, to be the change, to be the improvement, to take responsibility, to take on that burden is the truth behind leadership. And then when you lead by example, and whatever it is, if you're worthy of it, others will follow. If it's for the better good, if it's for the betterment of life in general, life in survival, life in health, life in abundance. And here's how it can look on the micro level, right? I'm a parent. I've got children, a wife. I've been on this journey to lose weight, health and fitness. Been going at it for decades, really. But in this last 2 years, the advancements I've had have been around nutrition, getting my health and nutrition together. A new understanding, new paradigm shift. And do you know that I didn't go around parading my choices and actions when the rest of my family is eating this? It's okay, y'all take care of y'all. I'm gonna go grab my salad. I'm gonna go stick to my diet, my regimen. No, I can't have that. Putting it to the side. Holidays, birthdays, celebrations, whatever. Just sticking to the script. And do you know that now my entire family has transitioned? I mean, even the kids, the little ones. And now they're putting away the sugar and sweets and the processed and refined and the things that aren't for you. My wife is looking up recipes and changing our entire lifestyle. And I didn't say a word. They just watched. They just saw the betterment of life. They see the weight dropping. They see my energy levels. They see the things that I'm eating cleaner, they're better. Seeing the color and variety in the groceries, the food that I'm eating, instead of the boxes and the plastic and the whatever other that you get, the mystery food. Can't even call it food, really. The consumables. There you go. It's consumable. It'll only slowly kill you, not immediately. But anyway, what I mean in the sense of that is that that's leadership. I got people on my mastermind, had the same conversation, same breakthrough, the same energy going through it there. And they were challenged by, how do I have my philosophies, my beliefs, and looking into veganism, vegetarian, how do I let other people do what doesn't go with how do I put up with being around that? And I told them, you just got to understand, you got to let that part of you die. You can't oppose it. If somebody wants something, it's going to be there. It's an inclusive universe. What you do is do you. Lead by example. And sure enough, tides changed and people are like, oh, what you got over there? It smells kind of good. Looks kind of good. You got some more? Let's try that. You see, true leadership does not always show up like a Hollywood movie. It's not always an ideal situation. You don't always know the answers. You don't always know what you're doing or what's next or what's going to happen even. But true leadership is about stepping up and taking that responsibility, because there's no one else. No one else is coming. No one better is coming than you. So I invite you to take a look at your life and look at where you can be a leader. Where are you a leader already? And acknowledging it. It may just be being positive in the office, or around your peers, around your family. It may be that you're a communicator and you don't let people have breakdowns and fights. I want you to really get what leadership looks like, because when we have this larger than life, exaggerated Hollywood expectation, each and every one of us has a leader inside of us. All leadership is being worthy of being followed. When your intentions are the greater good for yourself or others or community, whatever, just the greater good. And you know in your heart, everybody's got a due north of what good is. But when your intentions are for the greater good, you will be worthy of being followed. Again, not that it's something to achieve or an acknowledgement, but you may be a leader, and maybe you need to step into that leadership, because there's nothing, it's not a crown, it's not anything special per se, but it's just for the greater good for yourself and others. So when do you want to step up and be a leader? When do you want to have the change that you want to see in the world actually come to be? Well, no better time than the present, baby. Today is the best day of your life. First day to the rest of your life. And if you're going to be a leader, you better live it powerfully. In the meantime, I'll be right here on the Ave, wishing you the best and only success. Love you too. Much love. Thanks for tuning in, people. Peace.